Ladies and gentlemen, this is Lions Den with another news and commentary. I'm doing an update on did I did a story on 3 days ago about Jonathan Price, who was shot and killed by Wolf City Police, and there's been now been an arrest. This article, according to the Texas Tribune, it says Texas police officer arrested on suspicion of murder in a fatal shooting of Jonathan Price. Just 2 days after 31-year-old Jonathan Price was killed by police in North Texas, the Texas Rangers on Monday arrested the officer they say shot him, saying the officer's actions did not seem objectively reasonable. Wolf City Police Officer Sean Lucas, who is white, was arrested on suspicion of murder in the death of Price, who was black, the Texas Department of Public Safety said in a statement. Wolf City officials have declined to comment on the shooting outside of noting on Sunday that the Rangers were investigating the incident and the officer was on administrative leave pending the investigation. As tensions in America continue to escalate over police brutality and systematic racism, Lucas' arrest came relatively fast compared to other high profile Texas police shootings that have resulted in officers facing criminal charges. Amber Geiger, who shot and killed both of John in his own Dallas apartment after she said she mistook it for her own, was arrested 3 days after the shooting. But police who kill people are often not arrested unless a grand jury chooses to indict them. But Lee Merritt, a civil rights attorney in Dallas who is representing the Price's family, oh boy, said in a Facebook post that the arrest didn't happen quickly. It should have happened the day he murdered Price. John should still be here. He wrote, "This did happen because this family fought for their son from the beginning, and people work hard both behind the scenes and in the public eye to make it happen." On Saturday night, police in a small town about 70 miles northeast of Dallas were called to a disturbance, according to the DPS. Merritt said Price has seen a man assaulting a woman and intervened. When police arrived, Merritt said Price raised his hand and tried to explain what was happening. DPS said Lucas tried to detain Price, who resisted in a non-threatening posture and began walking away. Lucas fired a taser at Price, then shot him, DPS said. The preliminary investigation indicates that the actions of Officer Lucas were not objectionable or reasonable. The agency's statement read, Lucas was booked into the Hunts County Jail on a $1 million bond, according to Hunts County Jail records. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the article. But then he was also been released on bond. So what we're seeing here in America, and I know all of us want justice, but again, there's always going to be loopholes in the criminal justice system. So in other words, when you thought you have justice, okay, he's been arrested, he's been charged, but yet they allow him to post bond. But my question is, there should have been no bail. There should have been no bond. If a person committed murder and he was unarmed and he didn't do anything wrong, he didn't go after the officer, he didn't do nothing to the officer, but yet that officer still gets bond, the judge still posts his bond, even though he literally murdered this man in cold blood. And also, you notice when after the article didn't tell you that after he was tased and shot and shot Jonathan Price 3 times, they allow him to walk, they allow him to drive away. So you commit this murder and you allow this man to drive off like nothing's happening. And yet, y'all, that the judge give him a $1 million bond, and I think and I guess the police union, and this is how I know that the police union is involved in this, that they offer him probably $500,000 in bail to get him out. So, ladies and gentlemen, it shows you that this criminal justice system is still do what they do. They're not really getting justice for Jonathan Price. Well, not yet anyway. But they allow this officer to, even though he was charged, but they allow him to post bond. Throughout everything that happened, you allow this officer to post bond. And so if it's again, if it's the other way around, he would not get bond, he would not get bail at all. He will be having his first hearing as a person who's been charged. So, ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think about this. I mean, he was arrested, but it seems to me that they still didn't give him justice as of yet because they posted bond, $1 million bond, and I guess they have $500,000 to get him out of jail just to prepare for trial instead of no bail. So y'all let me know what you think. Like, click, subscribe, and remember to click the notification bell for all the news and commentary. And with that being said, this is Lions signing off. Deuces.